Hello, good evening, everybody. How are we? 1 second, we'll have a quick drink of water. Also, I've played with my camera and looking at my screen, I think I've lopsided my wall a little bit behind me, which means the camera isn't quite straight. So I do apologise for that. I promise the wall is straight. It's just my camera that isn't. How are we all? How are we doing? How are we doing after the weekend's results? Everybody, how do we feel after our first game in that magnificent stadium? Were you there? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you were there on Sunday. Hopefully you've seen my matchday vlog by now. I was there. I was very lucky to be invited into Village Street hospitality, which, if you see my video, it is just magnificent. Honestly, it's absolutely unbelievable. That stadium in general, as a whole, the stadium is unreal. So to get inside and to get in Village Street as well, see it inside there, take that in. The fact they have like live music on in there, then they have ex-players doing talks, all sorts. I did actually record it was Kevin Sheedy done a full. I did record this full like talk before the game, but it was just too long. My video was already like, it was what was my video? Well over an hour long, I think, in the end, wasn't it? Because I didn't want to cut anyone out. I spoke to so many people at the game. If you were one of those people that I spoke to, thank you very much for joining me and being part of my video and my day on Sunday. But it was brilliant. But like I say, I didn't want to cut anyone out, so the video was really long. So sorry about that. But let's see who we've got. We've got Dark Heart 1878. All right, mate. Dark Heart, how we doing? Matthew Boove. Hello, Mr. Drone. Hello, Matthew. So you say it like that. Well, hello, Mr. Drone, Matthew. Makes me realise that I should probably explain that these will be frequent every week after we've played. It'll either be Monday night or Tuesday this week, obviously, because it was bank holiday yesterday. So I'll be jumping on and doing a post-match review, thoughts, player ratings, in my opinion, and some key moments maybe from the game, so you can keep an eye out from that. We've obviously got the Mansfield game tomorrow as well at Hill Dickinson Stadium, which I am going to, although I haven't had my tickets sent to me yet. Is anybody else on here going to the Mansfield game tomorrow? And if so, have you got your tickets yet? Can you let me know, please? Because I'm going to have to follow that up in the morning. I've got Dark Hearts 878 says, do you know if they repaired the window on the south stand yet? I have been today. A video come out a little while ago. Reason I've been today, I promise I'm not just going to be one of these guys that lurks around every day. I've been today because they opened up the access to the Everton Way stones. So we were able to walk over the Everton Way stones without having the match traffic there. It was good because I had a look. I found my stone on Sunday, but finding other people's stones who'd asked me to do it, that was just a no-go when I didn't know exactly where they were. So having the Everton Way available today to go back 10:45 a.m. until 8 p.m. It's open Monday till Saturday. Sunday it's midday until 5 p.m. So if you're local, you've got a stone, go and have a look at it. It's really good because you get to walk in, obviously, and get inside the wall and just take in the sheer size of the East Stand Plaza. Is amazing in itself. So yeah, absolutely brilliant. I'd recommend you go and have a little look. And if you're not local, if you're far away, by all means drop me an email or a message, and whilst I'm there, when I'm around, I will have a little look, see if I can find your stone for you. Let me see. But on that note, Dark Heart, so I didn't answer your question. I don't think they fixed the window. Didn't look like it. Not 100% because I didn't get my drone up today. It was a little windy, and that wasn't the intention. That wasn't my intention of being there today. So didn't get the drone up. I had a look. Didn't look like they had, but that's not 100%. Okay. Ashley says, hi. Can you chat what the hype thing on Tube leaderboard or something next time you're Bramley Moor Dock? Take a photo of me. I aim to be there. Ashley, more than happy to meet you there, get a photo and all that. Just give me a shout. I'm there. Mansfield tomorrow night. Then the next home game is too far away for me to know. I know the fixtures, but it's too far for me. Too far away because we're at Wolves away, and then there's international break. We got Shelley. We've got Dark Arts saying very excited to see the new front four together. Yeah, me too. Looking good, isn't it? I'm going to go through the player ratings and some things in a minute. Blue CJ, how we doing? Matthew Boo says you're pleased for us. I'm pleased for Grealish. You weren't there, Shelley, but you watched on TV. And what was it like on TV, Shelley, and anybody else who watched on TV? How did you feel it went on TV? Because being there was honestly just immense. It was an overwhelming feeling to be inside. Not just me as well. I know I've spent a lot of time there. I kind of almost feel like a bit of a part of it, really. But or it's a part of me, should I say? But everybody seemed the same. There was just smiling faces everywhere. Everybody just couldn't believe it. I believe there was an issue with some people who'd applied to have their digital tickets transferred to a card one, because you can ask Everton to do that on special circumstances. And I think what had happened when they then transferred over, if people hadn't received their card yet, their digital ticket wasn't working. I think there was a little issue there. Some people reported that to me, but they'll sort it. Look, they'll sort it. It's a massive stadium. There will be a few little teething issues probably. My day was perfect. Getting away from the stadium, there was a lot of people. Of course there were. A football match had just finished with almost 53,000 people in. So there were a lot of people getting away. There were crowds, but I was home within the hour from leaving the stadium. Let me just put it that way. And I live over the water on the Wirral. So yeah, look, I didn't have any more or less of an issue travelling to and from than I would have if it was at Goodison. Okay, it's just planning. Failing. What is it? Failing to prepare is preparing to fail, isn't it? So as long as you prepare your journey, you'll be all right. If you don't, you just run the risk, don't you? Chris Darracott says, "Hi Nick, what an instant impact the new signings had. How are you, mate? I'm good, thanks, Chris. Yeah, you're in the Trinity bar for the Roma game, were you, mate? So good in there, Chris. Yeah. Those stairs are a killer. Dark Arts, yeah. There's a few stairs, mate. In the Village Street. I mean, I'm not in there. I was there at the game the weekend. That'll be it, I think, unless I'm really lucky enough for the guys at NAG Electrical, who, by the way, were absolutely superb. Tommy and the lads at NAG Electrical were brilliant. Giving me that ticket for Village Street, but there's escalators in there, so it was all right. It was all right in there. I'm in the South Stand tomorrow night. Mansfield, and then back in my seat next game, West Stand, back in my seat. So Shelley says, within the South Stand for Bolton game, safe standing for Roma games. I see you managed to shift better in the Netto shirts. Yeah, little competition winners there, giving people little something to talk to me about, and little prize if they get the answers to the little questions I had for them, Chris. So you've seen that, yeah. Anyway, Ashley says, could I look for yours? I mean, I can look for it, Ashley, but honestly, if you're local, I'd highly recommend just popping in there yourself and having a look, because, I mean, I can look for anyone's really, but, if I get loads and loads, I'm not going to be able to do it. But if you're local, get in there, honestly. It's so nice when you see it on the floor, really nice to be there. So, anyway, we beat Brighton 2-0. Didn't we? Which obviously made the day even better. 2-0, goals from Iliman and Dye and James Garner. What a goal, James Garner. I mean, the assists for both. Grealish, of course. Grealish lays it on a plate for James Garner, doesn't he? I mean, I know James Garner absolutely walloped it pretty much into next week, but if the net didn't stop it. But honestly, the keeper even was there, went the right way, straight through. He gave that some well. He certainly did. So yeah, we come away 2-0 win for us, and it was brilliant. First game in the stadium. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, but it would have been devastating if we didn't win that game, for obvious reasons. That was a massive occasion. But we're just going to go through now. I've gone through each player, and I just want to give my personal player ratings. The way I rate players, well, the way I'll do it. Everybody started out. It's out of 10. My ratings will be out of 10. Every player will start with 10, basically. The reason why I do this, you probably know, my daughter does a lot of gymnastics and gymnastics competitions, struggling to talk, gymnastics competitions, and that's how they score gymnastics. I believe they always start with a 10 and then get marked down. So, Thomas, you've not got your ticket yet, and you've heard today there's been issues with them. It's going to be fun, isn't it? We're all just going to be rocking up with no tickets tomorrow. It's a sellout as well. Let's see how it goes. As I say, so that's how I'll mark the players in all my player ratings, is that they start with a 10, they get marked down. So the starting lineup, as we know, was Jordan Pickford, Jake O'Brien on the right back, Tarkowski and Keane centre backs, with James Garner again left back. When that come out, if you watch my match day vlog, I wasn't enamoured with that decision, put it this way, that Moyes had gone for, and I was more thinking, look, we've got Asnu there, Adam Asnu, who you brought him in to be Mikalenko's cover. So in my opinion, if that's what you've brought him in for, Mikalenko's out, you've got your left back there. But I completely ate my words on that. Then we had Timur Abuna in the central midfield with Idrissa Gana Gueye. On the right wing, we had Iliman and Dye, Jack Grealish on the left, Kieran Dewsbury Hall in the number 10 role, with Tierno Barry up front. Now, I was also over the moon. So when I seen the team sheet, I was a bit, as I just said, wasn't enamoured with the fact we were putting James Garner left back again. Didn't think it worked against Leeds. Thought with Leeds, it put us under a bit more pressure in the fact that it gave us a bit of unbalance in the team. But how wrong was I? Yet to see Tierno Barry's name on the team sheet, I was over the moon. So I had both. It was like a roller coaster of a team sheet for me there. But yeah, I was made up with Barry being on the team sheet. So Jordan Pickford, 9 out of 10. Personally, now Jordan Pickford would have possibly been up with a 9.5. It's hard to give people a 10, but when you're marking down, you think, what's he done wrong? Now, early on in the first half, he kicked it out, tried to kick it up the field, kicked it straight to one of their players, brought a little bit of pressure on, marked down for that. And there was another instant like that, but he pulled off some great saves. So just before half time, you had James Tarkowski gave the ball away, which Pickford saved us from going at half time, 1-1 there. He also had one right on him, was it Ayari, right on him, right at him, kind of bounced off him. And then, of course, the penalty save. What can you say? What can you say about the penalty save? The penalty was really poor from Danny Welbeck, but Jordan Pickford has to go the right way. I think the penalty was poor. Personally, I think the crowd got to him. Again, I don't know what it was like on the TV, but being in the stadium, the boos and jeers and everything when Welbeck was waiting to take that penalty was very, very loud, honestly, very loud. So, yeah, I think we put him off enough for it to not be a strong enough penalty to get past Pickford when Pickford went the right way. So, brilliant. Great save by Pickford, 9 out of 10. Jake O'Brien up next, 8.5 for me. Thought he dealt with Matoma really, really well. Didn't do much wrong. There was just a few occasions where they did get in round. Only 1 or 2 during the entire game, but yeah, 8.5 for Jake O'Brien. Solid at the back, solid as a right back. Just needs to get forward much. I don't think it's his game. His game isn't getting forward and getting the ball in, but unfortunately that's what we need, and that makes it's really tough, isn't it? Because he's a great player and he's been fantastic for us, so I don't even slate him at all in that it just isn't his game getting forward. But in my opinion, we do need somebody who can do that. Tarkowski for me, worst Everton player on the pitch, and now it's harsh, but somebody has to be, don't they? Somebody has to be the worst player on the pitch for the team, and I just felt that Tarkowski, there was that one just before half time. There was he let Matoma in as well. There was one where the ball bounced again in the first half, and it goes to Matoma. You let him in. Matoma should have scored there. He hit the bar and it went over. And then the pass back, like I say, it was a blind pass. He tried to put it back to Pickford, straight to one of their players, and Pickford was luckily right on it. He's been injured. Tarkowski come back from a big injury, maybe a little out of sorts. He's got plenty of credit in the bank for Everton. But look, like I say, 7 out of 10 for me. A few mistakes there that he needs to shift. But a great servant for Everton, and loads and loads of credit in the bank for me. So he'll be fine. Michael Keane, on the other hand, for me, 9 out of 10. Just there wasn't really anything massive of note, other than he just didn't really put a foot wrong. He just dealt with everything really well and didn't put much of a foot wrong. Michael Keane, so could have played it better at the back on a few occasions, but yeah, didn't put much of a foot wrong, which is really good for him, because obviously we've gone through this thing as Everton fans, haven't we, where we see Michael Keane playing or on the team sheet, and we're a bit like, oh God, Michael Keane. He worries us, concerns us. Last few games been brilliant. So can't knock him there. James Garner, gave him I know he scored a great goal. I know he scored a fantastic goal. But I marked him down for a few things. The booking, he got an 8.5 for me, and it's harsh because the goal should probably you start on a 10. And the goal should probably put you up to 12 or something, then get marked down, but it just doesn't work like that, you know what I mean? But I thought he was really good from left back, as I said. You know, the fact that he was on that team sheet, and when I was heading to the stadium, when I was inside the stadium and we got the team news in, I was like, oh, really? Like he's gone for it again. It didn't work against Leeds. It worked. Against Brighton, it really did. He played really, really well. And for me, if Mikalenko's not fit for the next game, Wolves or whatever. I mean, I know tomorrow night against Mansfield, I think Hasnu probably will play. He should do. He definitely should do. Garner should have a little rest, but I think that the next game against Wolves away, like I say, if Mikalenko's not fit, yeah, by all means put James Garner in there. David Moyes, you clearly know what you're doing, mate. But Garner, what a goal. Absolutely leathered it into that bottom left corner, didn't he? Tim Irabunam, thought he was brilliant. I've given him an 8. Thought he was brilliant, much better. Showed really good feet as well. There was a moment in the first half where he showed a good bit of trickery. Went around quite a few players, got the shot off. But again, with Tim, I think he can just release it quicker a few more times. That's the only thing with the passing the passing at the end. I think you just release it. But he was good. I thought Tim Irabunam was really good. I'll get to some comments in a bit, guys, because I think you can. I think you're all jumping in to have your say, which is great. It's what it's about. These are my ratings. Bear in mind, really do want you to disagree. If you disagree, tell me. 100% tell me. You've seen somebody there's put put Michael Keane's passing was unbelievable. Was good. I just thought he could have spread it maybe a bit more, a bit sooner at the back. I'm being harsh. Look, I can't give them all 10, can I? Idrissa Gana Gay. Unfortunately, he was marked down a few times, 7.5. Now, Idrissa Gana Gay, he gave it away a few times. The one where Tierno Barry, he'd actually think he hadn't won it. Somebody else had won the ball. In fact, no, Idrissa Gana Gay won the ball, passed it, must have been to Dewsbury Hall to the left maybe, got it back. And Tierno Barry made a fantastic run. And Idrissa just basically hits it to the keeper, too far in front of him. So, yeah, there was that, and there was a few others. He lost the ball a few times. He's great at winning it back, he is. But he lost it a few times, Idrissa. And this really isn't... This will definitely not be the norm of Idrissa being the midfielder who's marked down a bit. But for me, there was just a few things there that marked him down. So 7.5 for me. Iliman Ndiaye, brilliant, wasn't he? 9 out of 10. Goal, quick reactions for the goal, really well. His trickery is excellent. I think he should release it again. I think he should release the ball sometimes when he plays. These outstanding bits of trickery. So good at keeping hold of the ball, turning his back on players, dropping his shoulder, and that, absolutely brilliant. Love the lad, really do. But just once you've done that trickery, sometimes Iliman just maybe release. Being really hard. Kane and Dewsbury Hall, 8, solid 8. Played really well. Was unlucky for the penalty. Now that's the thing to get marked down. He was unlucky, but it was a penalty, wasn't it? It was a penalty. This one, unfortunately, I know it's quick, but it hits his arm. His arm isn't by his side like the one last week against Tarkowski, which was really unfortunate and unlucky and just shouldn't have been a pen. For me, Dewsbury Hall, he goes to block, certainly going to block. He's not handballing it on purpose, but he's leaving his arm out there, and when you do that, you're just susceptible to getting a penalty against you if it hits you. Was really unlucky, but that's why he's marked down a bit. He played so much better than he did against Leeds though the week before. They all did. They were the lads were outstanding. Honestly, they were all outstanding. But Kiernan just knocked down a bit there for that. Jack Grealish, our boy Jack Grealish. What can I say? He lit up the stadium like a beacon of light, didn't he? They're telling everybody, I'm here. And it was just brilliant. The crowd loved it as well. The crowd loved him. And I love that he's brought... It looks already like what we wanted to see was him bringing his Aston Villa days back. And I know it's early days. I don't want to get carried away. But he looked brilliant. He looked like that lad and not the Man City lad. He did. I loved him talking afterwards, saying how much he's enjoyed playing football already. He's enjoying football and that. He's just brilliant. And he's great, you know, he's kind of like interacting with the fans whilst he's playing as well. I know he's giving thumbs up to people, smiling at people and all that, and he's just brilliant. But other than that, 2 assists as well on his first debut. Him and Tierno Barry, their first debuts, but full debuts for the club. 2 assists. He's so good at keeping hold of the ball. In fact, I believe I heard the stat that he didn't lose the ball once, which is unreal, isn't it, in a Premier League game? Winning free kicks, he's so good at it. He showed that. We had quite a few free kicks from him. So for me, Jack Grealish, 9.5 out of 10. To be honest with you, I can't remember why I knocked him down at 0.5, but I feel like it's too early to give a 10, but it probably should be a 10. Let's be totally honest. What a great full debut for Jack Grealish though. Really, really good. How did you all enjoy Grealish? Yeah, Eugene, I just spotting Eugene's there. Eugene's put Jack Grealish 10. Yeah, he was. He probably was. I've given him a 9.5 because it's probably, I feel like it's too early in the season maybe to give someone a 10, but I don't know. We'll wait for that. Tierno Barry. Tierno Barry got an 8 for me. He got marked down on a few things. Positioning a few times. Could have done better on the set pieces. There was one, I think it was the first half. It's one in the first half. Corner comes in. He gets it, wins it on the front post, and just didn't. He headed it straight out for a goal kick. Thought he could have done better that one, but it was positive for Barry. Like I say, the run he did when Idrissa Gana Gueye just put it too far in front of him was really good. Nice run. The ball would have been better. Who knows what we'd have seen there with him if he'd got 1-on-1. The keeper, it would have been nice to have seen that. But he was let down a bit by the pass. It happens. But he done well. The kid done well. And it was really nice and refreshing to see that Moyes had played him as well. Because I'm going to go on to that about Tyler Dibler in a minute. The reason why it was nice and fresh. And so, yeah, 8 out of 10. So all in all, highest rating 9.5 Jack Grealish. Lowest for me, Tarkowski with a 7. Unfortunately, it possibly could have been lower, but I didn't want to be too harsh. As I say, he's got good credit in the bank, James Tarkowski, hasn't he? Just a few little mistakes. Let's see. Dark Heart said they said he lost the ball once, but that was when he kicked it at a Brighton player to win a goal kick. Okay, is that gone down as losing it once, has it? Dark Hearts, yeah. That's cheeky, that, isn't it? That's cheeky, that. Probably being harsh like me, not giving him his 10 out of 10. So the subs, we see in Elkraz come on, 64 minutes. Gave him a 7 out of 10 just because the time he had, really. He done well. He done all right with the time he had. Same with Beto. Beto come on, 64. Giving him a 7 as well because he done well. He had a great run, didn't he, when he ran round their defender. Don't know if it was that Van Heck or he ran round and won a corner out of it. He looked quite hungry, Beto. That leads me to wonder or consider, does Beto need that hunger in the fact that he's not being picked? Is it good for him to have lost that place to Tierno Barry and him having that hunger and grit and determination coming off the bench? Maybe that's what he needed. He got booked as well, 95 minutes. Didn't he? Dwight McNeil looked good coming on the right. He's done a few things as well, giving him a 7 because, coming on with these many minutes. And Harrison Armstrong, he came on in the 90th minute, so it's tough, isn't it? It's tough. So yeah, all in all though, it was a fantastic game. Let me get to some of your comments I've got here. Make sure I've got none written on the back of my pad. Rob Sutton says, I love Tarky, but he needs to sharpen up. Reaction to his mistake was to stand with his head in his hands and rely on Pickford. Should have been ready for the rebounds. Yes, Rob, 100%. Totally agree with you there. He stood there and watched Pickford deal with it, didn't he? He should have been running in behind Pickford because if the ball, if who was the player that it dropped to? I don't even know who it was. But when Pickford gets it, luckily. But if that lad has a shot and like Pickford, it bounces off him or something and trickles behind, Tarkowski should be the one running behind to get that clear, get the rebound, ready to react. You're totally right. He did stand there. I think just maybe in a bit of shock, thinking, "Oh no, what have I done?" But yeah, luckily, nothing come out of it. Awesome Night says, keep thinking at some point we got to go home, but it's permanent. 30 years enough and we deserve everything. Right, Awesome Night. That's a funny thing you say that. I went into the terrace bar for the game. That's where, if you watch my vlog, I was talking to Chris in his wheelchair and Dean and Alice. I was talking to them in the terrace bar. A lad I know, Scott. If you're watching, Scott, hello to you and thanks for coming to say hello. But a lad I watched Scott come over to say hello and he said, I feel like I'm cheating like on my girlfriend or something, you know, coming here and loving the new stadium. He said it feels weird. It feels like we'll have to go home at some point. So it does. It's a weird feeling at the moment. You're not the only one there on that. But look, we'll get used to it. We'll get used to it. Eltel says Barry played well, holds the ball up well. Give him time to be a boss player. I think so, Eltel. It was promising, wasn't it? Look, let's not get carried away, but it was definitely promising. In my opinion, there was promising things to pick up on from Barry. I'd like to see him play tomorrow against Mansfield. You know, I think it'd be nice for him to get more minutes, full debut. Full debut. He's already. How can you have two full debuts? To get another like full game or another start and get more minutes. So yeah. Would love to know why you mark Grealish down 0.5, Dark Heart. So would I. Like, honestly, I think it's just too early in the season to give a 10. Want them to really earn it, you know what I mean? But a player getting 2 assists, not losing the ball all game, winning free kicks, then he has to score as well. Not sure. Also says, I think the away fans will be having such a good time. Might not even care if they lose. What, in the new stadium? Yeah, well, I spoke to some Brighton fans and they were loving it. Gotta say, not one Brighton fan I spoke to. Only one was happy to go on record. Spoke to a few others. Didn't want to go on YouTube, which is fine. Totally respect that. But every one of them spoke to was also quite overwhelmed by the stadium. A few of them said how much they love Goodison though as well, which was nice. They love going to Goodison, but couldn't believe what the stadium was like. Let me see what else. Other than the game, Tyler Diblin. So not long after we'd played our game, I think it was it. No, it was yesterday actually, wasn't it? It was confirmed. So 24 hours after. But Neil should have scored to make it 3-0. 3-0. Yeah, he should have. Ian, is that where he had it in the box? Turned and he hit it wide, down to the right. Yeah, I think he should have done better with that. Yeah, should have done better. Lunatic, how you doing, mate? Lunatic says, what a great way to start life in the new stadium. Was going to wait till December, but after watching your video yesterday, I couldn't contain myself and bought a club food package ticket for the game against Villa in 2 weeks. Love it, Ostrich. Love it, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Hit me up, send me an email, mate. We'll meet up, we'll grab a beer this time, before the game or something, or after, if you want, Lunatic. Okay, defo hit me up on that and we'll sort something out. So Tyler Diblin, what a great signing. It was reported at like 42 million, but you know what? Only just before I was doing this video, somebody said to me it's actually more 30 something million, is it? Because Southampton kind of just wanted them gone, wanted to make some money. So yes, it's a great signing though. It's a great signing. Now my point was, so Moyes has said that we're really pleased to bring Tyler to Everton. He's a talented young English player with lots of potential. Tyler adds to our attacking options and we will support him in his future development. We are eager to build a team that Evertons can enjoy watching and be proud of, and Tyler can help us achieve that. Now, with the fact he was saying we will support him in his future development and he brings lots of potential, I was really concerned that we're going to get this kid and he's not going to get game time, because in the past, Moyes has not been a manager to really throw the kids out there. Yet, starting Barry on Sunday has made me think, you know what? Maybe 35 plus add-ons, was it? Yeah. Thank you very much, Kevin and Thomas. Brilliant. And Dark Arts, thank you very much, you guys. Somebody had mentioned it to me because I didn't look much more into the reports once it was reported at like 42. So yeah, 35 plus add-ons. I believe all the reports say those add-ons are easily achieved. Don't they 20% add-on? I've seen that as well. I think it's like if he plays so many games, but they're confident he will. So when we were in for Diblin and all that, and it was so much, I was a bit concerned. I thought, not really like Moyes to play these, but when he started Barry over Beto on Sunday, he went for that. It's kind of changed my opinion, and I thought, do you know what? I think he will. I think he will get quite a lot of time. We desperately need his pace, don't we? We need his pace out on the ring. Out on the wing. Al Taylor said he deleted it. Something about who was playing, I think, there. But it looks good, doesn't it? Look, we've got attacking options now. Before I say that, let's look at can you do this till 6 p.m? I can, but I don't like to keep these videos going too long, because if they're an hour or so, it's less likely that people will watch them back. Can you do this show too? Can I do it at 6 p.m, do you mean, Patrick? Can I start doing them at 6 p.m? Do you know what? I'll put a little poll out there on my channel, asking everybody when is the best time for everyone. Okay, I get that sometimes 5 p.m. might not be perfect because people are just getting home from work and that, but I'll put a little poll out there. Anyway, before we move on to the attack and that, I just like Tyler Diblin as well. He was being interviewed around the stadium, walking around the stadium. Did you all see it? I just really like that because it made me cringe a little bit, because these young lads, some of them, it's like so awkward, isn't it, when they're being interviewed and that live. It's so awkward for the young lads, but they are young lads. Do you know what I mean? Just a little bit awkward. But he was saying it's a no-brainer for him. Wants to be a part of the project. Can't wait to play. The fans played a part in social media and potential of getting in the England squad as well, because you can see likes of Tarkowski, likes of Jordan Pickford in the England squad. So the fans playing a big part in social media. Then showed that he was invited to like a FaceTime or something like that. He said one of his mates was at the game and got him on a FaceTime with fans in one of the pubs, I think, after the game, may have been before. It was great to see. He looked genuinely like excited and pleased about that. The social media thing I wanted to touch on. Jack Grealish said this as well, with the social media thing, is that the fans play a big part. I think our fans, when we have signs of somebody coming to our club, I think the fans are right on it social media, like kind of saying, come on, come the club, and like encouraging and all that, and some great messages to them. And I think actually that's two new players, two good new signings that have both touched on it. So I think it must just help. But it's exciting, isn't it? So Eltel, go back to yours. You said Ndiaye, Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, Diblin all wear socks. Hello, that's what I. So I thought you were mentioning something about the attack. We've now got Eltel, you're talking about socks, but they do, mate. Yeah, they do. But as I was about to say though, that's because I thought that's what you said. On the attack and the forwards, midfield and that, we've all of a sudden got some nice dilemmas, really nice dilemmas, which you want your team to have. Tell me if I miss anyone here. Iliman Ndiaye, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, Charlie Alcaraz, Jack Grealish, Tyler Diblin, Dwight McNeil, Harrison Armstrong. I think I may have I missed anyone there? How good's that? How good's that? I think I might have missed someone. How good's that? For an attacking midfield. I know I've named all the wingers and that in there as well, of course, but that's really good, isn't it? Where Moyes fits them all in to play, I don't know. I also wonder, I have a little concern that Dwight McNeil, he's fallen down the pecking order, and whether he'll still be here at the end of the transfer window. I hope he is. Honestly, I do. I hope he is. I think he's good cover. Good to come on. James Garner, thank you very much. He's left back now. He's left back. That's why I missed him out. Thanks, Dark Arts. I also feel like Garner's a bit deeper though. Thomas Vaughan says, Nick, do you think a tifo on the south stand would be good? If so, what design would you go for? Yeah, I think it would. When you say like a tifo on the south stand, I'm guessing you mean like the fans doing like holding something up. Honestly, right now, I think honestly like do a Grealish one, because I think there's a few things, because he was brilliant. I like the lad. He is brilliant. I think he's a lad that feeds off the encouragement and the love as well. So I think doing stuff like that for him. Yeah, look, Thomas said, Jack said he just wants to be loved, and he'll get plenty of that from us. There you go, exactly what I'm saying, Thomas. I think doing something like that for Grealish would just encourage him even more. We're on 41 minutes. We must speak because we started at 5. So let's look at the Mansfield game tomorrow. As I said before, I hope I'm going. Just haven't got my tickets yet. I've got 4. Me, my 2 lads, which is my little boy as well, 6 years old, who keeps threatening me that he likes Liverpool, and I'm just not having it. So him and my nephew Max is coming with us. So the 4 of us going. We're in the south stand. So I'll sort the tickets tomorrow one way or the other, get them through. So we're playing Mansfield. We're currently 9th in League 1. Don't know much about Mansfield, if I'm totally honest. I do know that they won their last 3 though in League 1, and I do think Moyes will probably rest a few players. He might not, because we've only got, after Mansfield, we've then got Wolves at the weekend, and then there's a break. So, you know, he might not rest that many. We'll see. Would you want him to rest players? Would you rest players? Tifo of Kendall, Ball and Harvey, the Holy Trinity. Rob Sutton, that's a good one. That's a good one, mate. Yeah, wouldn't mind that. Let's see, Simon. I'll tell you what, we're just about to go on it, and Simon has said, team for tomorrow: Travers, okay, Coleman, O'Brien, Keane, Mikalenko, Garner, Armstrong, Dibbling, McNeil, Elkraz, Beto, with a Dye, Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, Barry on the bench. Screenshot that, Simon. See if you've called it, mate. Called that, won't it? It's a good team. Would be nice to see Coleman get a little run out, wouldn't it? Be great to see Coleman in that new stadium. So yeah, Travers. Yeah, I think Travers should play, definitely. O'Brien, Keane, Mikalenko. If Mikalenko's fit, I don't know if I'd play him in that game, mate. I'd go Asnu, to be honest. I think I'd save Mikalenko for Wolves. Harrison Armstrong, be a good one. Dibbling, be good to see him get minutes there. McNeil as well. That's a good shout, Simon. I just wouldn't risk Mikalenko in that game. 30 quid for Premier for member tomorrow. That's not where I was, mate. That Premier. So in Village Street, I had a look at it today. I'll tell. Village Street is 50 quid each. Because I had a look, because I was thinking, shall I upgrade and go for it? But I've already got the tickets. I want to sit in the south stand. I'm quite low in the south stand, so I want to sit there. So Mansfield, they beat Leyton Orient 4-1 on Saturday, just gone. They beat. I'm just giving you these as stats because I don't really know what they did the week before, though. Tuesday the 19th, last Tuesday, they beat Blackpool 2-0. So yeah, probably a good result for them. I don't know. They then, before that, beat Exeter 2-0. So yeah, scoring goals. What's that? In 3 games, scored 4, 5, 6, 8 goals in 3 games. Conceded 2. So they're okay in League 1, aren't they? They're okay in League 1. So we'll see. What are your thoughts and predictions on tomorrow night, everybody? I'm not gonna. I've got. We went for 2-1 the other night. Event. Event, Horizon, and Emma, and Tom, I don't know, I wrote that quick. Tom and Arcs or something like that. I don't know who that is. But sorry, I do know who it is. I've just wrote it wrong. So yeah, there was a few that went on the 2-1. Well done to you guys. Don't do the prizes on the home games. That's for away, isn't it? So when we're at Wolves and we're doing the live watch along, that's when we'll do. That's when we'll do the things. But it's just good to see predictions. Do you want to get some up there today, everyone? I went for 3-1. Why am I going 2-1? It wasn't even 2-1. It was 2-0. And I wiped it out. Oh, I've had a nightmare there. Whoever went 2-0, you won. But you just won like. You just won like yeah. Well done. Sorry, I've seen a 2-1. What am I on about? It was 2-0, Nick. Yeah, Thomas. Cheers, mate. Realise that. Let's have a look then. Ashley Skillen. Let's go. Hang on. Chris Darracott 4-1. Then we got Ashley 3-0. Then we got, let's see, Patterson to Seville. I heard about Patterson. I didn't hear about Chimiti to Rangers. Nathan Ake is a nothing. Souček, I really don't want. Frankie 4-0. Chris 4-1. Got it, mate. Dark Hearts 2-0. Well, when I say I really don't want Souček, I just don't think Souček is a player who can add much to the team we've already got right now. Thomas 3-1. Anybody else? Got your own work there, Nick. Yeah. Wayne Clancy 5-0. Let's see, who else have we got? Kevin has gone for the 5-0 as well. Kevin, you're with Wayne. Ashley 3-0, got your Ashley. Got you up there. SW's gone 7-6. I'll throw it up there, SW, but come on, mate. They're not scoring 6. LTEL 5-0. Go on, I'll tell you with Wayne and Kevin. Let's go. Rob Sutton. Someone's going to 2-0. Oh, yeah, sorry. Rob Sutton 3-0. Ashley and Rob Sutton. Who else have we got? Frankie 4-0. Got you, Frankie. Or am I further down? Roy Nixon 4-0. Let's see. Pride, they won the Pride. Dark Hearts, yeah, you finished it for me. Yeah, I knew they won something. Wasn't 2-1 though. Brighton should have had 4 or 5 goals. We were good to watch. Very lucky. No, they shouldn't have, Patrick. I know that they had a couple of chances. They hit the bar and the post, but if they can't get them on target, they're unlucky for them, innit? Gotta put it in the onion sack, mate. Paul Finchman 4-0. Paul Finchman 4-0. LTEL, it's gone 5-0. Got you down there, LTEL. Matthew Boo 3-2. Matthew Boo 3-2. This is for Pride, remember, as Dark Arts confirmed. Alex Darracott. Alex has gone for a 5-1. Nice one, Alex. Patrick McTeer says Souček. Yeah. I don't think Souček can add much to our team. As I've said, we need pace. And I feel like that's pretty much almost the only thing we need, to be honest. A pacey right back that can get up the park and put good crosses in. And I just don't see the Suchek adds anything. Jason Hindle 4-0. Quite a few on the 4-0. Jason Hindle. Carl Byron 9-1. We're being silly now. Silly now, boys and girls. Lunatic 5-1. Got a few of them, Lunatic. Right, if you go on the game tomorrow and you see me, please give me a shout. If you want a chat. Jason, got you, mate. Hang on, Jason. You've said 4-0. I'm 3-0 here. You're messing me about. Jason, right, we'll finish off. Terra 2-0. Somebody else I missed there. There was Stuart Glennie 3-1. Stuart Glennie 3-1 and Jim Tracy 4-0. Quite a few on the 4-0 there. Right, I'm going to finish that up. Thomas McGuinness predicted 2-0 on Saturday. Nice one, Thomas. You win your pride. Well done, mate. You win your pride. Better in the netto. Happy long. We win. People need to remember this is Everton and a lower league side, and the cup won't be as straightforward as people think. Yeah. I don't think it will. Lee Notman, 3-1. Go on, Lee. I'll throw you up there. Guys, remember, I will be live again on, be Friday. I'll be live on Friday. Lee Mottman's changed it to 4-2. God's sake, Lee. Yes, I will be live Friday. That's it, that'll do. Friday at 5, most likely. But keep your eyes out. I'll post earlier on in the day exactly what time I'm going to be. The only reason why I say that is because I might try and spend a little bit more time with the family because all the kids go back to school next week. So, guys, thank you very much for joining me. Let me know let me know if what you thought about my player ratings and that as well. If you don't agree, good, kind of good, let me know so we can have a chat about it. I am also looking for somebody to do these videos with, ideally. Maybe not everyone, but it's nice when you have somebody in here to have a chat with. So if you think you will be good for that, you'd be happy to come. So my studio is on the Wirral. So if you could make it once a week or once a fortnight, sit here and have a good chat and debate about anything Everton and some other football news now and again. Get Baz in, says Patrick. It'd be great to get Baz in. Yeah. They do their own thing though, don't they? The guys at Toffee TV, you mean? It would be brilliant to get Baz in. Far too much red in that room for me to come in. Where's the red, mate? I've got a Southampton top. I don't know if you're talking about this. I haven't even brought it up. That's not a Liverpool top, by the way, that. It's a Wales top. Donated to me by Lewis Kumas. That is his first Wales top that he wore. Donated to me by him because he is one of my son's really good mates. And he's just gone to Birmingham, so best of luck to him at Birmingham. In fact, he might be playing tonight for Birmingham, so best of luck to him. It's still red, dark art. It is still red. It is. So unfortunately, that's the colour Wales playing. But that's why I'll turn it round so it does have his name there. And fingers crossed, Louis, if you're watching, mate, send me a Birmingham one so I can put it over that one because it's irritating the people having a red one there. It's irritating dark arts. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining. We have gone to 5 to 6, which is almost an hour long. So thank you very much for joining, everybody. Wayne Clancy, thanks so much, mate, for that donation. Really, really appreciate it. Honestly, when I do these videos, I forget people can actually do that, and it's amazing when people spend that little bit of extra few seconds to donate a little bit of money as well. Yeah, thanks so much. It means an awful lot, that. Guys, thank you for watching. So match vlog tomorrow. I will be at the Mansfield game tomorrow. I will do a vlog there from the South Stand as well. Try and talk to as many people as possible, and then I've got a couple of things planned later in the week. So yeah, guys, see you there. Thank you very much for watching. We'll sign off. Thanks again. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much. Enjoy your week. Fingers crossed that we get through and get past Mansfield tomorrow, which I think that we will, but stranger things have happened. Not tomorrow, though. Not tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye now.